So we're at the Cryptozoic booth, Gen Con 2015, and Jamie's going to show us a little bit about this prototype for Attack on Titan.
Okay, cool. So yeah, this is the Attack on Titan board game. Again, it's in a very early state, but it's super fun. So let's just get into it here. So one player is going to play the Titan. That's a requirement, and then every other player after that is going to play a human. Of course, it's the humans against the Titans. Titans trying to destroy either the tower, the humans, or inflicting a whole bunch of casualties against their army, while they're all assaulting him and trying to get at his neck to try to kill him off. So a typical turn is going to go with the Titan going first, and so I have a hand of 7 cards here, and I picked 2. And they have different effects, again, very early state. I won't explain what the pictures are, but so I'm going to play 1 face up, 1 face down. So the human players have a chance to see what I'm trying to do, but they also have a chance to save, basically stop me from doing that effect. And so they need to roll these symbols on that dice in order to stop me, and these are the dice. So we've got multiple symbols on them. The cannon is for shooting. If the tower is actually in an okay state here, there would be cannons. And they would be shooting at me. It deals 2 damage a pop. This is a movement die. Allows them to move up or down 1 space from where they are. You can see there's numbers on here. So you can go from 1 to 2, 2 to 3, 3 to 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. A skull is something they want to watch out for because my Titan has abilities. Every skull they roll gets put on there, and I can spend these later on my turn to do the effect that I have on there. The other symbols are evade, and this is what they're looking for here to stop me from doing what that card does. And then there's the sword, which is dealing a damage to me, but they need to be on the Titan in order to deal damage, of course. And then this is like a tactic symbol, and this also helps for defending against stuff, but it lets you cycle through this deck, which is the human's primary method of attacking. This is kind of like a critical hit, you could say. So in order for the humans to win, they need to have a victory card here. And what they need to do is they need to get me in the kill zone. You can see there's a kill zone in the back side of the Titan here. So we start up here in a typical game, and then as you deal damage, I go all the way down here. Once you get into the red zone, that's when this card activates. And so on top of that, you need a player on the 7 and 8 spot, and they need to roll the dice shown on the card here. So the player in the 7 spot would need to roll 2 swords, player in the 8 would need to roll a tactic and a sword die. And if they can do that in 1 turn without me knocking them off or killing them or something, then they have won the game, they've beaten the Titan. The Titan has 3 victory conditions. If I destroy the entire tower, there's 7 hits to destroy the tower, then I win. If I inflict enough casualties against their army and I get to this spot, I win. Or if I kill one of the players off. That's how the Titan wins. So the Titan's kind of got a stacked deck here, as he should. So typical turn again, I play these 2 cards. After I play these cards, each player has a chance to roll their 5 die. So go ahead and just simulate that here. So they got a skull, that's going to go on my Titan. But they have 2 move dice, 1 evade, 1 cannon. The red player happens to be on me. This cannon, they can't shoot it because they're not on a space with the cannon on it. But they did get an evade, and they probably want to stop me from doing this card. So they can actually re-roll any amount of dice, any number of times they want. So they probably want to re-roll these 3. So we'll do that. Unfortunately, got another skull and 2 swords, which isn't stopping me from doing that. But maybe they want to deal some damage to me, so we'll keep this. They don't want me to get too powerful here. So all the other players, they roll their dice until they're done. Maybe I accumulate more skulls, maybe not.
That's simultaneous dice roll?
It's all simultaneous, yep. So once their dice rolling turn is done, I take my turn. And I can spend my dice to use my hero powers, and I use these cards. So I'm going to use 2 to heal, say, move up from the red zone now, up into the yellow because this heals 4. So now they can't kill me, which is a problem. And so now I'm going to play this card, Fear. It actually affects people on the ground, so it actually does nothing for me. And then I flip over my face down one. So what this does is it deals 1 damage to the tower and inflicts 2 casualties against their army, unless they rolled all of these tactic dice. But they wouldn't have known that beforehand, so I really need to kind of strategize and think like what kind of cards I would have in my hand, because the Titan only has a hand of 7 cards, and once 2 are played, they go into a discard, and I only have 5 cards to play with, and that's how the rest of the game is going to go. So after I play 2 more cards, they're going to go into a discard, but the discarded cards are going to go back into my hand. It kind of stops you from spamming like damaging abilities and getting really powerful. So there's kind of a bit of a memory game for the humans. Once they've learned what the cards are, they can kind of guess what I have in my hand, how to defend it, that kind of thing. So it should kind of tilt in their favor a little bit more if they're really thinking about the cards I would have. So there's a bit of a strategy aspect to that. So turns just keep continuing until one of the win conditions is met. That's basically the game.
Great, thanks.
Yeah.